Hello. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? If so, just write something in the chat. Great. Okay, so let's just wait like another 1 or 2 minutes for everybody to join. See that some of you already joined, and we can soon start. Everything is ready for today's demo. Okay, guys. Hello, everybody. Sorry for 2 minutes late. We had technical problems with WebEx to connect to it, so we can start now. So today is the fifth session that we are doing for Testshell Resource Manager, and today topic will be interactive topologies. We will see how to build topologies, how to change them, and how to work with them, and we will see also how it helps the people that are working with the resource manager to build like very quickly the setup environment that they need, and how to also have more added value when building the setups by using different types of right-click commands and helping the organization to save money first because they are reusing equipment, and then by taking work which was very frustrating and work which was like taking too much time and not giving you any added value, like building a setup or building a test environment to reproduce a bug or to do anything, how it helps your company to save money and save working days, actually, and effort in doing that. So today's agenda is the interactive topologies and examples. I will just okay. So we are still talking about this pyramid, and today this interactive topology is still in the lab management part of Testshell offering. So who are the typical lab management clients? In every company and in every lab, the customers and clients are a little bit different, but a lot of times we can say that they are doing actually the same basic stuff. So the clients can be from R&D, software engineer, hardware engineer, QA, somebody who is doing tests, integration members, IT manager, support engineers, which receive call from a customer and need to reproduce a bug or setup environment. So all of them are the clients that are working in the lab, and each one of them working with specific resources, each according to its own needs. So what are the typical needs that we could see coming from customers? Is like you have different type of clients in the lab. For example, Mike is reproducing a bug which is coming from a customer. So it's like working in the support group or in the QA group. Harry is reproducing a customer environment in like a support session with his customer. So we need to configure and build topology and build like topology from scratch. And now we need to build the whole environment with a specific equipment, with a specific configuration files, and a specific software versions, for example. Another typical example is like somebody is testing a new software version in the R&D, and he wants to see if the build is working and the software version is working fine and all the features are working as they should. So you have like different topologies, different resources, and different use cases for each one of them. So what are the pains that the customers are sharing while doing so and building the setup? First of all, today pains are the availability of resources. First, if you need to build a topology, you need to find out where the resources are. Who is the owner of the resource? Now, it's not just go to the lab and take it. Maybe somebody is using it. Maybe somebody needs it for another purpose. And second, who knows how to configure it? Sometimes, you know, you have like very limited number of people know how to configure and work with a specific equipment that is being used. So sometimes you miss the information needed to configure and build the environment, and then it takes you time to build the setup itself. The second pain that we have is the connectivity between resources. Sometimes the resources are not located in the same lab, and you need to know how to configure and how to configure them, how to connect them, how to make them talk with each other, and able to get from, for example, Ixia packet generator, the traffic through the switch, through the device under test, back to the Ixia. So I need to know how to connect with, maybe I can do it myself, maybe I will need an IT manager or somebody to help me do the connection between the devices. And the third thing is the time to build the test environment. You know, also if you have the availability of the resources and you know how to connect them and everything, it takes you time to build the environment because you need to stick with several types of equipment. You need to load to each one the specific version, and you need to configure it according to the needed configuration, like the same configuration that your customer is working with, or the same configuration that you need to recreate a bug, or the same configuration that the build is need for the testing. So a setup can take like from 1 or 2 hours if it's very simple setup, up to days if you need to build very complex and very custom environment according to your customer needs and wishes. So what's the benefits and what Testshell good for us and how it helps us relieve those pains? So regarding the connectivity is already there. You can see all the connectivity of the equipment, everything is configured in the resource manager. You can see which panel is connected to which patch panel. You can see if the devices are connected between them, or you can see that the devices are not connected, and you can see which are the open ports and what ports you can use in order to connect them. What ports are free for your usage? What ports will bring you from the device to the patch panel, to the other switch, or to the other device? So everything is in there in the resource manager, the connectivity, and what is missing for your setup to be ready for testing. Another great feature is building topologies fast and easy. You can drag and drop devices to the resource from the resource manager, like search for a resource, find the needed resource, drag and drop it to your topology, and connect it if it's not connected automatically. very easy to add equipment, very easy to take out equipment. Everything is there. Now, need a change. You have a topology which is working now, and you need to change it. No problem, very easy, drag and drop, delete, configure, do whatever you need to do on the same topology that you saved. You can save it, you can then work with it again. You no need to waste like 3 days building the setup, then build it again after like 2 months or something like that. Everything is saved. You can save it as the topology of your customer, the topology for testing a specific version. Everything is in the database, everything is saved, and you can also, with the help of right-click command, do an automatic configuration according to your needs in the beginning of the reservation or while working with the topology and working in the reservation itself. So TestShell database is keeping track of all changes. You don't need to update an Excel sheet. You don't need to update video charts like I did this and that, and then you try to remember what is the connectivity that somebody else did. Everything is in the database. Everything is visible to everybody. You can see all the devices, all the connectivity, and you know what you did. You know how to change it. There is no like need to think who connected this patch panel and which ports are connected from the other side or in the other lab. Everything is in the database. Everything is there. And I will stop a few minutes just if everybody, somebody needs to ask a question. You can do it in the chat in private or in Okay, so if nobody got a question, I can continue. Let me put this available. So actually, now we are replacing the static diagram with a live workspace. You have drag and drop devices. You can draw required connections and do activation for them. You can directly provision devices. You can power up and down devices. You can directly open CLI to devices. So actually, the building of the topology is now very fast and easy. So the benefits and the value that the resource manager gives us is actually easy build and configure topologies, easy change topologies that you are already working with. It's self-service. Everybody can do it by himself. I don't need now to ask somebody to help me or give me a resource or something like that. I can go to the system, to the test bed. I can search for the devices that I need. I can build the topology that I need. I can reserve it for the time I wish to work with it according to availability of devices, according to my needs, my work progress. I can do save and restore, save my topology, restore it, work with it again. I can update, everything is updated automatically in the database. No need to double write it, no need to manage more files, more Excel or more any other type of management tool that you needed before that to know what is connected to what and like no notes on Rex do not touch or this is connected to somewhere else. And the whole topology actually can be automatically configured in the beginning of reservation. So actually when the reservation starts, I can do automatically configuration for all the devices. And when I'm working, it's already working and configured for me, and I can start working immediately, and I save a lot of time or on building it and trying to just start the test or start the support session or start doing what I need to do and don't waste a lot of time on configuration and other work which is not just bring me to the phase of starting to work. So those are also links. I will send them also to everything will be in the portal, this demonstration, this video, as well as frequently asked questions and all you need to know. So just to summarize this presentation, this short presentation is in the session today we saw what are the pains in building topologies. So it's like, to summarize it, the availability of the resources and the time to create a test environment and just what is the connectivity between them to figure out and do the connections between them. And we saw what test solution, how it helps us. You can work with interactive topology, easy build, configure, and change any topology that you want or need to work with. And lab management automation procedures help us to start working immediately and don't waste time of configuring and like trying to get the environment to start. Second, no. I will open my resource manager. Everybody, if somebody got any questions, because most of you are on mute because of so there won't be interruptions in the voice. So if somebody got a question, please use the chat. So how we are building topologies and how we can do it easily and fast. So this is the resource manager. You're already familiar with this tool. First, just a view of the lab monitor that my database got. Those are all the devices. I can open and configure each one of the devices. But now what I want to do is just build a new topology. So I'm going to the Resource Explorer and just open a new topology. This topology number 12. You see it's an empty topology, and now I can just drag and drop resources for that topology. So, for example, let's put one or two Cisco switches to help me with the connectivity between devices. And usually I'm working with a traffic generator. So let's take a couple of traffic generators. Let's take like one Ixia, one Sprint. And for this example, let's like put another like a server between them. Now, first you see when I did the drag and drop, you see that those two lines are automatically created. If I will just let's say I will delete this one, you see they disappear. This because the physical connection over there is already in there because they are connected in layer 1 switch between them. So it's already connected, so I don't need to take care of the connectivity between those devices. The system knows that they are connected, and for me it's very visible and already there. But I have another two devices that I want to connect. I want to connect the Cisco. I want to run FTP from this to this one, and then just load everything to the server. So as we already know, interactive topology, I just draw the line between them, and you see that the screen which is was opened shows me what are the available ports that I need to configure and connect in the Cisco switch, and from the other side, what are the available ports in the SmartBits that I can use. So I can choose like this one and this one I know I want. You can choose any available port that I wish. And you see that the line is already there. You can see this is blade 1, port 6, card 1, port number 2. And now I want to connect this device. So I see that in the server I have only one port which is available. In the SmartBits, I see that only 3 are now available because I connected already one to the switch. I'm choosing one, and actually that's it. I can work with any device and add any device, just drag and drop to the configuration. I can do a reserve to this configuration, and when I'm doing reserve, I can also do a right-click command and start configuring with predefined procedures and predefined actions on the equipment. So just let's say reserve. Now you see that the system gives me a warning. Now Cisco Catalyst number 4, blade 1, port 6, and SmartBits card 1, port 2 are not connected. So, or I need to search for another connectivity line which will be available, or just change the port, or just like manually connect and configure it and try to establish the connection between them. So let's see, let's search for another port. Let's do a delete for that and just see if I can have another port. So let's try to connect port number 5 to port number 3 over here, and let's see if it will work. Everything is working, so the connectivity is fine. In the reservation details, I can see here what is the time that I want to start my reservation. Automatically it starts with now, but let's say that I want to work with it between 1 and 2 o'clock. I can see the resources are available. If not, I will see a red, and I can see what the resources that are not available and replace them. I can see all the resources themselves, all the ports and all the devices in a list that I can use. This is the conflict, if I will have conflict. And this is commands that I can add commands to a specific resources before the reservation starts. Like I can do for the catalyst, I can like run different commands on it. For example, I can like do a load image for this specific device in the beginning of the reservation. Now let's see, let's reserve it for now, just for this specific example. Let's put it between 9 to, let's say 45. Okay, let's do check, and let's do okay. And loading reservation, you see the coloring was changed and the reservation is there. If I will press show, you see that I can see also the devices which help me to connect. Now in this case it's layer 1 switches which in the background. For me they are like transparent. I don't need them because I know that I have the connectivity. but I can also see them on the screen if I want to understand exactly how the setup itself was built, and not just care about the connectivity between the devices. Now the reservation is mine, so I can do a right click and run commands like get version on the device. I can do load the image. I can do any type of command which I have. So this device is like the version is 12.1, for example. And just start working with it, connect to the Ixia, and just run traffic and so on. So those are the ports that I'm working with and such. Now, other examples for this reservation or for this topology, let's have like a new topology now. This is a topology which is already created by me. You can see that the topology can be partly with already connected wires between the devices, and as well as connections which I need. And I can have also devices which actually are in my system but are not connected directly, like some storage or hosts on the network itself that I'm using. Now, for example, let's see what is the warning. We saw that a few minutes ago, but I want to show you again what happens if I am trying to connect something which is not connectable, or not. I cannot connect it now to the system. Just the warning that I received. So let's have like another switch, and let's see my connectivity option. You see that I have the catalyst. I have here another one, and I'm doing okay. And now it's also connected. And now let's see. Also, I'm doing a reserve, and let's see if this connection is possible. If not, it will help me to understand what is missing and how to change it. You see the Cisco Catalyst port 5, which I worked with, and it's not with card 1, port 1, are not connectable. So I know that this device cannot be connected just like that through one cable to my network, and I need like to connect this one to like another device, like a router, and the router to this device, and then it will be available. Same as in this topology, we did the different connections, and we change between them. Now all the devices in the resource manager are here. I can see everything that I have. I can just drag and drop like all the devices that I want to use in my topology. And you know that you are not limited in the number of devices. Let's see in other topologies that I have. So the topologies can be complicated, yes, more or less. You can have like a topology of 2-3 devices. You see between the Ixia, the Cisco, and the HP, and they can be multiple devices. I can drag and drop many other devices according to the needs that I have. Now, this is also, and everything is now available for me. Now the topology that I already got here are topologies that I saved. And now the topologies are saved in the database, and I can use them all the time. I can work with them again and again and again. I don't need to configure everything from scratch. I don't need to worry about connectivity from scratch. Everything is already there. So if you add like one time building is you took the time for building the setup and it took you like 3 days. Here you can see how easy building the setup is. You can see the added value that the resource manager gives you. You see that you can do a configuration and work on devices and launch commands to all the devices. You can open applications such as telnet to the devices and such. Do ping. You can configure the system to do whatever you wish it to do, and everything that helps you do your job fast and easy. It can help you do that. No need to spend time on like recreating stuff and recreating topologies and building another environment for that. Everything is stored and you can go back to it anytime. Okay, so actually from this demonstration, unless you have any questions, we can close this resource manager demo and just go to frequently asked questions that we receive from customers, just to help you see what are the questions that we are facing usually from customers. So if somebody got questions, so please write it in the chat and I will answer it. Just a second. I'll stop sharing so if anybody wants to ask something. If not, I will just continue to the next document. So what are the questions that we receive? Also, this document will be available on the portal, so you don't need to summarize or anything. It will be over there for you. So a lot of customers discuss why it's easier to build a topology in test chain. So as you saw in the demonstration, all the resources are already in the database. All the connectivity routes are already there. If you are using patch panels or layer 1 switches, it's fine by us. Any type of connectivity, it's in there. You can use it. You know what is connected. Just drag and drop the devices and the resources that you need to solve topology. If the connections are not there, draw the required connections and activate it. So some connections will just need to be activated. Some connections just need to be connected between patch panels or devices. But you know which ports are free. You know which ports in each device you can use. You know the routing of the cables between labs, between patch panels. You know how to do it. It's very easy and available to you. And also it's like self-service. You don't need like to ask the IT manager what is connected to what. You don't need to look in any Excel sheet or any video chart that usually people are, putting on screens on the walls that help them to figure out what is connected to what. Another question is if I need to change the existing topology. So you see very easy for us to change topology, add equipment, delete equipment, change port, change the connectivity between devices. Very easy. You can take an existing topology, delete resources from it, add resources according to every to the needs that you have. The resource manager will let you know the available ports in each device, and you can save it, and you can work with it again and again. You can change it again and again, and just start with a simple topology and change it along the way according to your customer, for example. What if I cannot connect the resources? Then okay, what I need to do? So sometimes, you cannot connect between resources, and the resource manager will let you know that those resources cannot be connected. So a lot of time, the needed action is to go to the IT manager or just do it yourself if it's possible in the company that you are working with, and just do the connection between the devices, between networks. Because the resource manager will know that sometimes different networks are not connected to each other, and it will help you figure out how to connect them and what is not connected for the topology that you need. A lot of time people ask us, can I print the topology that I want to work with? Like I was building them in a video, and then I just, print it and put it on the wall inside my in my office to see that the topology that I have and I'm working with. So also the same here. Very easy. I can take this topology, just right click, export to image, just say my topology, enter, and it's already there. Let's do search for it. I think it will be on my desktop, but my topology ready for you. Just click on the button. So available, you don't need to do another drawing in video. We already have it for you. Very easy, just press on the button and it's there. Other questions that we have, what are the benefits that I have with building topologies? So just very simple, save and restore. Don't need to build it again. Everything is in there. Automatic procedures and configuration that you can do for the devices. Very easy to build, very easy to change, drag and drop. Everything is available. All changes and topologies are in the database. You can use them again. You can share them with your friends and team members. You can share them with the customers, like show the customer what you did and how you tested or built or created the environment that is using. So very, very, very easy, very self-service, very adaptable system, and very helpful. Like for example, you don't have the available resource that you need, you can use the search tool to find another device similar to the one that you need. Everything is in there in the database for you. Now, who can build topologies? So actually, every user can build topologies with the resources available to him. If you remember, a few sessions ago, we spoke about domains. So I can build topologies according to the domain that I'm in it. This helps customers manage the resources according to sites, labs, projects. So if I can see the resource and if I can use the resource, I can build a topology with it according to the domain that I'm in. If I'm an administrator, I can do anything and I can build topologies with all the equipment in the database. So it's self-service, just log in and build the topology that you need. How can I see the connections between resources? So I showed you that you can see the physical connection between resources if they are connected like in patch panels or in layer 1 switches. So if you have like immediate connection between them, you can see it immediately in the resource manager, as well as you can see the route that you need to add or to configure. And the difference will be in your that you can see it like a straight line or a line which indicates the ports needed to be connected between the devices. If I will just open it again. here those connections, which are connections that I need to do, and those are already automatic connections that I have. So for me, they are like transparent. Am I limited in the number of the resources that I can use or build a topology? No, I can use as many resources as I need, as long as they are in my domain. You use like 2, 3 resources, use 20, 30, 50 resources in your topology. For us, it's the same. If I'm using like few ports from the all resource, like I have a layer 1 switch, layer 2 switch, XCA packet generator, what should I do? So what you do is like actually the resources themselves will be defined in the system as shared resources. So nobody will share the port with you, but the resource, if you are talking about like XCA packet generator, is a shared resource, and it can be shared with many users in the same time. But the ports themselves are not shared, and each and every port can be used by only one person for his topology, for his reservation. So the resource you will schedule will be actually the port itself and not the whole device. Okay, so from my side, this is, I think I finished. I covered everything that I wanted to cover. You can also here, by the way, manage your topologies, open like a new folder for your topologies and just manage all the topologies in one place. You can manage them by customer, you can manage them like by usage, like customer environment, test environment, and you can manage it as you wish according to your needs. If you have like a topology that you are using, you can share it with your friends and like help them and make their work more smooth and more easy. So, anybody got any questions? Any questions, guys? You want me to go over something? You want me to like give more examples? I just unmuted all of you, so if anybody you can speak and I can hear all of you. Okay, guys. So thank you for the time that you spent for seeing my presentation and my demo. Everything will be available to you today, later today, for your usage. If you want to do it again, you see it again. If you want to like show it to your friends and share it, available to all of everyone. Thank you all, and I wish you a very good day. And as well as very good weekend. And you know that I'm here for any questions and anything that you need, question, information, anything, I'm here. So bye-bye, everybody, and have a good day. Bye, everybody. Thank you also.
Спасибо, наконец.